It's been like a full month since I've live streamed. And the reason for that is, well, first of all, if my camera would work. The reason for that is, I'll explain fully why that is in a video, hopefully in a week and a half. I have a lot in the pipeline for you guys to enjoy. Dylan Mystery, evening buddy. Great Rafa Nadal Academy video, by the way. Great watch. You watched the entire 51 minutes. Thanks, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Like I do. I'm blessed, lucky, blessed. I also worked for my luck that I can do travel stuff like this as a 33-year-old single male that isn't afraid to go alone. Again, jet lag is the biggest issue. Second might be the alcohol, but yeah, the jet lag was super bad for Spain. It took me 2.5 days to get used to when I got there, and 2.5 days to get used to when I got back to the States. Yeah, I'd rather have a 12-hour jet lag than a 7-hour jet lag, in my opinion. But again, it was my first experience in Spain. It was everything I could hope for. I just wish I spent more time in Palma and possibly even Madrid, but I couldn't take that much time off just because work could have blown up in terms of deadlines at any minute, just because you don't know what's going to happen when you deploy to production or any type of production-like environments. If you guys are tech guys, when it comes to software. But luckily, let's see, my job started mid-March. We have a deadline end of June, and for now I'm actually ahead of it. Like I am 4.5 weeks ahead of schedule for my deadline for work. But again, something could have changed. There could have been a missed requirement. There could have been a scoping issue where I needed to be at work right away, so I couldn't really take more than a week off. But yeah, I don't know about you guys when you travel a lot, but I got homesick around day 3 or day 4, like literally a day or day and a half after my jet lag was like non-existent in Spain. I started getting homesick. How is it, Clay? Greatest quality, as people are saying. I've only played on 2 red clay courts facilities. One was in the Village Tennis Academy in Punta Cana, and the other one was in the Rafa Nadal Academy. Obviously, I think the Village in Punta Cana had we played on 4 clay courts. There was 5, but we played on 4 of them. And then at Rafa Nadal Academy, there's what? I had the stats somewhere. I don't. I think, let's say 20 red clay courts. So in the States, we have this thing called hard true clay, which is like the blue green. It's not the same as, it's similar, but it's not the same. The red clay at the Rafa Nadal Academy was significantly better than the red clay in Village Tennis Academy in Punta Cana. And the Village Tennis Academy in Punta Cana's red clay is significantly better than the hard true clay that I played on, the blue-green clay in the States. So yeah, it's by far the best clay I've been on. It's a lot more consistent. It's not super dusty. It absorbs the water far better than hard true clay. Is the academy worth the money, Misi? It depends, right? So for me, keep in mind, I'm a software engineer with, I'm a senior software engineer, depending on your definition. So I've been a software engineer for 7 years. No debt, except for my car and credit card, which is like nothing compared to what I make on a monthly basis. So I do have a lot of disposable income. Let's put it that way. So for me, it was worth the money. Misi, that's actually going to be a follow-up video that I'll write the script for hopefully this Sunday or Monday, because Monday is Memorial Day, so I have a day off, about like the actual cost of a tennis vacation, specifically the Rafa Nadal Academy, because I still have all the receipts. So for, you know, it depends on like, it depends on your personal budget, right? Like obviously for Bill Gates, who is a tennis fan and, you know, is one of the wealthiest guys to ever walk the earth, inflation considered, in terms of how much assets he has, not just only cash, but capital. I mean, you know, $10,000 a day for an academy is not an issue. I mean, that's a ridiculous price, but that's not an issue. But someone that's 22 and makes barely above minimum wage in the United States, probably not worth, you know, the price tag for Rafa Nadal Academy. I'm not talking about just the price tag itself. You're talking about flights, you're talking about opportunity costs, you're talking about drinks, you're talking about possible hotel rooms, food, other amenities like that. So for me, it's worth it, obviously. That's why I went on it, not even necessarily just to vlog it, but I've never been to Spain before. I love tennis. Rafa Nadal Academy is arguably the most prestigious tennis-specific academy in the world. So we'll see about that. I'll do the Village Tennis Academy in Mallorca as well. It's the mother branch of the Punta Cana Village Tennis Academy. I'm going to visit Mouratoglou. Janko Tipsarevic has one in Serbia, and I want to do the Mouratoglou one in Spain, not Spain, in France as well. Have I tried the new Radicals yet? No, I have not. So the pipeline. I have. Let me bring up my Trello board. Trello is a fantastic tasking system, by the way, guys, for both single people or solo people, solo individuals, and also small groups. Let's see. Oh, where are you guys? Okay, so the Rafa Nadal Academy, I haven't done that yet. I gotta do some shorts. That doesn't take that much time at all. Tier 1 Ghostwire, I'll be scripting to maybe tonight, I think, after I work out. How much does an actual YouTuber make? Yes. Oh, I haven't scripted that yet. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. And some of you guys kind of know how much I make as a YouTuber, but we'll see. That's fine. So I do have a racket review that I forgot to add. This is how I organize like everything, by the way. It's the Babolat Pure Drive 98. I tested that as soon as I started getting over the jet lag when I got back to the States. It's not under editing yet. So I strung it, play tested, record playing, record B-roll. I wrote the script. No shorts yet. Yeah. It's always a process. Always a process. Braden, do you prefer the 18 by 20 or the 16 by 19 radicals? They still make an 18 by 20 radical? For the most part, I prefer 16 by 19 on like all rackets. But actually the blade, the Wilson blade, all the Wilson blades in recent memory, I prefer the 18 by 20. I honestly think the blade is meant to be 18 by 20. Again, my opinion. I didn't know they made an 18 by 20 head radical. Which strings did I use at Nadal? I used the Yonex Polytour Pro 16 gauge yellow at 50 pounds. You can actually see it right over there in the tippy top. But let's see. Oh, that's cool. Not gonna lie, I do want to try the Prestige. Yeah, they don't have an 18 by 20 radical. I don't think they made 18 by 20 radical in like 3 or 4 versions, Braden. It's been a while. It's been a long time. eBay. Let me show you guys something. If you guys are on my Discord, which you definitely should join, you guys should know this by now. And you guys should definitely hit like on this live stream. Oh, there are kids yelling outside. What the hell? Okay. I don't mind showing you this. There's no personal information. So, last Saturday, I broke 3 strings. One of them was a Babla Pure Drive 98, and 2 of them were my Fury Arma Pro. Right, I break strings very frequently. So I bought 3 Yonex E-Zone DR98s from eBay. Supposedly they're in good condition. We'll find out. Both in 1 and 4th grip. So we're gonna see this. So I'm pretty excited. I think this one arrives tomorrow. So that's gonna. I'm excited to string that up and possibly play with it. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, apparently you could ask anybody. Wang too big. In terms of like the holy grail of like somewhat recent tennis rackets that aren't created anymore, that aren't manufactured anymore, the Yonex E-Zone 98, the DR version, is like up there. And from the 30 minutes I was playing with it on groundy games, I will say that it felt like damn near perfect. And I think it was strung with some sort of stiffer poly around low 50s or maybe even at 50. But it felt great. No arm problems like I did with 2 previous versions of E-Zone. Wang too big. Do I ever play against subs? Yeah, all the not I would say all the time, but pretty frequently. I just have to. There was kind of like a disaster where when I first started out, when Essential Tennis had their solo court arena, a subscriber about 30 minutes away from me challenged me, claiming to be a 5-0. And I beat him 1-0, and it like really wasn't entertaining. I mean, a win's a win, right? It just wasn't entertaining. It wasn't the best. So like before I play subscriber, like I would like to see that individual play a match on camera or have like a UTR with a solid base. Otherwise, it might be a complete mismatch. But I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why people want to play me. One part of it is to be on camera, and 2 is it's what they're hoping to be a good tennis match. So yeah, definitely enjoy it. And then let's see. I am doing a tournament 2 states away. Let me bring it up. What's up, Sweeta? How's Rufus? Yeah, I miss you too. I was telling these guys I got super homesick around 4 days inside of Spain. Yeah, yeah, you're genuine 5-0. Okay, from Colorado. Mike, how far are you from Micah Babel? Is it is it Denver or is it Boulder? You should know who Micah Babel is. She has a YouTube channel. And I do want to visit her Maybe not. I don't know if she plays anymore because she's getting older, but I definitely want to visit and maybe collab with her. Okay, so check this out. Oops. Because mama's no, not well. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I always miss my mom, but there's just something about sleeping in my own bed and being in my hometown. I just really enjoy it. So I only see my mom like once every 3 weeks. It's not that often, even though it's because they're getting old. Parents are 67, 68. My mom's a year younger, and they're 90 minutes away from me. Well, hour 15 if I drive, 2 hours if they drive. Parents drive a little bit slow. Well, there's beautiful girls everywhere, right? Right, Sweeta? Okay. So this is the tournament I'm doing. It's in downtown Indianapolis, the biggest city in Indiana, 2 states away from Wisconsin, where I live. June 9, 10, 11. So that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think I'll make my way down there in my Tesla after the workday on Thursday, June 8th. Mateka, DR plays best with Polytour Pro, Polytour Spin, and Hyper-G. Hyper-G might be a little bit too stiff. I guess we'll find out. But I do have like 2.5 reels of Polytour Pro, so I'll probably string that up first. I would never keep the string on from a racket I bought on eBay. I don't trust them. I live down the street from Babolat's main American Center. Hit with a lot of guys from there, about 15 minutes from Boulder. Haven't heard of her though. Really? Huh. Babolat is an American Center in Denver. I think it'd be a warm weather state. For some reason, T-Fight was actually good, even though it was really head heavy. Nothing wrong with head heavy, as long as it doesn't break your wrist. Do you know what I miss more than these live streams? My backhand. I concur. Is there no music? Why don't you guys tell me that there's no music? It's all about the music. Let's hear this one. Ooh. This is a good vibe. This is sick. Let me know, guys, what you think about these beats. Love them. Yeah, if you guys don't hear background music, yeah, you gotta let me know. 100% I'll get that fixed. It's what keeps people engaged. Okay, so from Indianapolis, or from Milwaukee to Indianapolis. So it's saying that it's a 4.5 hour drive, but I think I can cut that to 4 hours because I speed a lot. And I can make it I could make it in 1 tank. Because at full charge, if I don't drive like a complete asshole, I have 400 plus miles on my Tesla in decent weather, which it is right now. It's not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, assuming no traffic, I should be able to make it in 4 hours. I could cut 45 minutes of it. And obviously, part of it is the traffic near Chicago. It's crazy. But hopefully, if I leave here at 4 o'clock, maybe I'll leave here at 5 o'clock. So if I hit Chicago around 6, traffic is dying, if not existent. And then from Gary, Indiana, which is a living hell, all the way down through Indianapolis should be home free. Do you prefer heavy racket and one-handed backhand? Right now, I believe it's weird because with a if a racket is head heavy, it benefits my forehand. If a racket is head light, it benefits my backhand to an extent. I will say that the Fury Armor Pro, based on how head heavy it actually feels, the Fury Armor Pro 98 is probably the most head heavy feeling racket I will use before I feel like it's uncomfortable for my body. You really should try the T-Fight. It's really underrated in my opinion. Good for balance control, spin for the base. Dude, I have so many rackets to test. I'll try, but no promises, fam. No promises. How is the level at the academy? I imagine pretty good. In terms of the adults, I was the top dog. Some of them can keep up with me from the baseline, but as soon as you put a serve and return in play, I would basically blow everyone out of the water except maybe one other guy, and he's from Belgium. He actually went to MIT on a full ride, I believe. He's a really smart guy. He's a data science major, so he's doing pretty well for himself. But he's like 25, 26, so he's like exactly like at his age-wise his peak in terms of singles performance in tennis. So still top dog, but the juniors were freaking insane, man. The juniors were seriously good. Top dog Nadal clearly a level lower. Well, I mean, I think this is like a common theme among like adult tennis camps. And keep in mind, I'm like a mid to maybe higher end 5-0 in singles for NTRP. I'm an 8.9 UTR. Hopefully I could break 9.5 soon UTR. But these academies they might offer stuff for adults, but it's never like super as hardcore as I'd like it to be, because it's mainly tennis is just there for like the older people. They just want to hit forehands all day, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if they have an adult program, it's typically geared towards junior development. Adults is just kind of like almost like an afterthought, as sad as it seems. So I'm still trying to don't get me wrong, the vacation was fantastic, but I'm trying to find some sort of tennis resort or academy where I'm not the top dog, where I'm more like middle. I don't want to be bottom. That'd be cool if I was the bottom of the group, but like I want to be in the middle. That'd be fantastic. This is a really good album. This is pretty sick. I'm glad I found this guy for lo-fi beats. Oh, I took 2 naps today. I'm getting chunky. Ugh. Went to once adult camp clinic. It was basically a booze mixer, yeah. That and married women and married men are probably not staying faithful. Yeah, I do drink a lot. I got to cut that down soon. Surprisingly, I think when I was with Alex and Ryan at Punta Cana, that was the least amount I've drank in a while. And that's saying something. I actually lost weight in Punta Cana. I did lose quite a bit of weight for some reason. I gained weight in Spain. I have no idea how that worked out. Maybe it's just coming with age. And then, if you want to talk about a booze fest, man, that last night at Nuke's Tennis Academy, Nuke's Tennis Camp, I believe that was that August, guys? Yeah, that might have been August of 2023. 2. That last night was a fucking nightmare to wake up to. And then the last night at Mallorca, when me and Bryce went out, we had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get to the airport just to make sure that we both made our flights on time. We went to bed at 2, woke up at 4, and I was drunker when I woke up than when I fell asleep. Like, I probably should have just stayed awake and just drank water. That was the most hungover I mean, I wasn't even hungover. I was drunk. But I slept on the airport floor for like 90 minutes because we actually made it through check-in rather quickly. Yeah. I still party. I really should get that down. Man, these beats are slapping, man. And I can't wait to go to Wimbledon. That's coming up next. Oh man. Wang Too Big, which one did you go to? If you don't mind me asking. You guys want to see my dog? I bought a dog. I bought a puppy. Let's see. So he's a mini Australian Shepherd. It's now called the Mini American Shepherd. It's basically an Aussie Shepherd that's just like 25% smaller. Not bad. It's a really good breed. Let's see. A litter of 4. This is him. His name was originally Cloud, but his name's going to be Apollo. Yeah, when they're born, they all look like rats. So he's this. No, he's the one on the mom right now. Day long July 4th. Those. Hello, mommy. July 4th clinic at a local club. Yeah, don't have high expectations for that. So he's a blue merle. That's him right there. His eyes are open at this point in time. Still looking like a rat, and that's okay. Oh, this is a better one. He's here. He's got blue eyes. Yeah, you can tell he's by far the biggest of the litter by like a good margin. He's a big boy for a mini American Shepherd. Big boy. This is him finally walking around. Come on, scroll to the right. It's this little fucker just walking around, still not getting used to the laminate flooring. Not only is he big, he's a long boy. A little unsure of his footing. That's him getting to the food bowl of his mom because he wants to try dry food now. Let's see what he looks like. He's gonna take after his father. He looks exactly like his dad. Yeah, this is him. Beautiful blue eyes. And yes, I actually will teach him to be my ball boy as part of the training. It's going to be needed. Okay. So this is the dad at 12 weeks, and I will get him at 12 weeks. So, like, this is what he will most likely look like when I get him at 12 weeks old. So that's the little devil I have to deal with. Pretty excited, though. Because, not gonna lie, it does get lonely every now and then. It does. At least I'm willing to admit it. Jesus is coming back soon? We'll see. We'll see. Can't believe it's already Thursday. All right. Well, I'm gonna get going because I want to work out before I play video games with some of my subscribers. So if you guys haven't already, hit like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I will be streaming Sunday, I believe, just because it's Memorial Day for Americans. So I don't have anything to do Sunday night other than some video games. So yeah, make sure you join my Discord. I'll be editing the videos, not videos. I'll be editing some of the photos I did in Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain and overall, and post it on that Mark's tennis picture chat or whatever. So as always, guys, happy hitting.